And Stanley Bing is the pen name for Gil Schwartz, and he joins us now. And Schwartz is also the Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Communications Officer for the CBS Corporation. And we should note, Immortal Life is published by Simon & Schuster, a division of CBS.
Known you for years, but I feel like I don't know you when I read, when I see that. I mean, this is, where does this come from?
It comes from my desire to extend my life another couple hundred years.
Yeah.
You know? And the idea that it's actually being looked at is very encouraging.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think within 20 or 30 years, they're going to start looking at ways to put your entire personality up in the cloud and then download it into somebody that probably has a lot more hair and is more attractive, I think. Hopefully, you know, you don't want it to be a robot or anything. You want it to be like a really nice person.
So let's set the scene here, right? This is the future where medical science has allowed people to live beyond their 100th birthday. But there are some kinks in that, where the tech giants that we have come to love in the early aughts are so efficient that they essentially run the world now.
Yes,
there's no need for government anymore.
There isn't really an effective government. What there is one gigantic corporation where you get your food and your clothing and your entertainment and your digital services all from this one corporation, and that corporation controls the cloud. And the cloud controls you through your digital implants that are, you know, conveniently in your head now.
Of course, because who needs wires?
It's so annoying, isn't it? How many times a week do you lose your phone? You'd have to lose your head in the future in order to lose your phone. So,
when you're coming up with these ideas, when you're writing a book like this, was there ever a point where you're like, well, this is a little too outrageous, there's no way something like this could be even in the forefront?
No, well, it's a very good question. You want to stay very close to the science that people are looking at. And you know, you don't need to stray because the science is outrageous. Google has a futurist named Ray Kurzweil. If you just read his blog every morning, you don't need to read science fiction. People are moving little gizmos around with wires coming out of their head. I mean, these are all things being looked at corporations and at universities. So the book is very solid on the science, and the thing is, it's sort of an incredible, fast-moving story based on what's possible in a couple of years, I think.
So let's talk about the research to do this so that it is accurate. And that's one of the things I liked about the story is I could actually see this happening, and it's terrifying.
Soon to be true story.
It could very well be true.
That's right.
So tell me about the sort of research that you had to do to write something like this.
Well, actually, I just plugged my cerebral cortex into the cloud, and no, I read a lot about the science that people are looking at. You know, things about consciousness, about electronic impulses in the brain. I read a lot about the brain. I read about transportation. How are people going to get around in the future?
What I do want to talk about is body transfer. Now, would we get a chance to choose the body we would be transferring into?
Well, that is advanced. I mean, I think you should be satisfied with any nice body when you're
I would go taller and thinner.
I think you go I'd go thin. You know, I think we'd all have our different things. But I mean, it would solve a lot of problems. It would solve transgender issues for people immediately, you know. I mean, I think you could probably choose the gender, the sex of the body, but I think it's greedy to kind of say, you know, I want blonde here, or I want brown. You just want a new body, because at that point you're probably 125 years old. You've spent years doing life extension to make things, you know, a little bit longer, but the machine has finally worn out, and you're thinking, boy, wouldn't it be nice to eat a big juicy steak? And I want a body that can do that. Would have run like a deer, which, by the way, I would have needed a transplant at the age of 10.
Don't say yourself short.
Run like a deer, but yeah, it's possible to do if you believe that bodies will be created scientifically. And I don't think you need pods. If you look at 3D printing right now and you look at what they're trying to do, the idea of creating a person is not out of reach.
So what are you looking for people to get out of this novel when they do read your...
Well, I think, you know, the thing about science is everyone assumes science and technology equals progress. But maybe it doesn't all the time. Maybe this digital culture that we're creating for ourselves doesn't really make us happier, doesn't really make us more connected or loving other people better, or any of the good things that come with life. Maybe, you know, I think you're seeing a little bit of this now where people are going, hey, unplug every now and then. Hey, step away from the cloud every now and then. So there's a lot of danger in what we're doing, building this high-tech culture. But I think also there will always be people who resist it. And in the book, there's, you know, there are green people who have a plan of their own. And so I think we should be very wary of the future.
Stanley Bing, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you,
to
Chris.
see you. And just a heads up that Immortal Life, a soon-to-be true story, is available now.